and definitely it is going to be very useful for all of you, and in fact for all of us.
You have
Exactly.
just been very kind.
Ma'am, we can start. We can start, ma'am.
Right,
Welcome you, ma'am.
right. So, namaskar and good afternoon. This time, I'm not going to call anybody students. I think I'm in the august company of some very great teachers, teachers to be, and I personally feel, and I think everybody around the world thinks that teachers are what who create the futures. And you must have heard of that very famous um, Hindi doha which says that Guru Gobindo khade kake lago paye. So Balihari Guru aapne jo, I think I'm not getting it completely correct, but
Govind Dio Milai.
jo Govind diyo milai. So thank you so much. Um, um, all of us here are teachers. I'm sure each one of us are bringing to the table a flavor of their own. No two teachers teach similarly. And um, at no point of time am I claiming to be any fountainhead of information or knowledge or IT or anything. I'm considering this session to be the sharing of some views, sharing of some best practices. And initially, I had designed it like a workshop, so I'm going to. It's kind of designed it that way. Um, but having said that, let me just start. And I salute the Saraswati in you. And if I'm just going to share my screen now, and I salute and this is the session for today. And if you see, I'm saying that, okay, I'm the IT professor, so I have to talk about technology. But for me, being a human, having a connect is much more important than just bland technology. Because technology has its a lot of this negatives, which I will come to later. So that's the premise I want to begin with. Is technology will never replace great teachers, and I'm sure I'm in the company of some very great teachers here. But if I give you some tools, I'm sure you know most of them. Just a few best practices that I have developed as I've gone along. Maybe I can add a little value to your classes. So I salute the Saraswati in you.
वीणा वरदंड मंडित
I
करा
salute
या श्वेत पद्मासना
is
या ब्रह्मा अच्युत शंकर प्रभृति भी देवई सदा वंदिता.
So that's a small doha for your Saraswati in you, the goddess of learning, because you all are goddesses of learning. That's a little bit of me. Never mind, all that is just for usual introductions. And that's where is the complete flavor of my whole lecture. Nobody really cares how much you know and how great you are and how many authors, how many books you've done, and all those numbers, which are a lot of times just cosmetics. It is more important that you end up being somebody your student will remember. Somebody, and especially in these times of COVID, when I actually lost a few MBA students, and when I say few, I actually mean six, which is a huge number. They were really young people. They haven't even begun their lives, and it chokes me up just to think about it also. Uh, if I can care about even a single student, and you and I are handicapped with all the technology, so you and I can't hold hands or can't hug each other or can't, um, say to each other that we really care about you. So, how to get that technology with a human connect, how to get that technology with a heart is the premise of my lecture today. So, I really loved this quote, and it says, nobody really cares who you are until they know how much you care. And I'm going to just change my screen a little bit and probably share not just this presentation, but the screen that I will be using so that just give me 1 second. So that's the technology bit of it. Yeah, so that I can toggle between screens without, uh, you know, confusing the flow of the lecture. So I'm not going to take the complete credit of what I'm saying. You know that Hindi में कि बैठे बैठे क्या करें करना है कुछ काम. So I I see a lot of these webinars just because I have nothing. I mean, I don't have little children to look after. I've got a grown son and things like that. So I saw this very transformational lecture, and I hope you can see what I'm showing you. It's from the Harvard Business School, since I'm a business school teacher, and it said getting and then keeping students engaged. And all these links I'll share with you, so you need not worry. All the resources will be put. So don't worry. I've already sent a PDF of my presentations. There are links where you can just click and you'll be taken to the right resource. So don't worry. Everything will be shared. I call it the democratization of education. There should be a complete democracy between you and me. So I don't take the complete credit of this thought process. I was attending this webinar, and that's when it struck me that the minute I become a teacher, and I tell you I'm a teacher, okay, and your students, then I create a divide between you and me. And then I'll always be away from you. I'm already away from you physically, but I'm going to be even further away from you. So next time you have a problem, you have a heartache, you're not understanding something, I mean, I had students who lost both their parents. I mean, it can't be more heartbreaking than that. I mean, she had lost her mother 2 days ago and she called me up, ma'am, how do I submit the assignment? If there is a chasm or kai as big as that between a teacher and a student, then the teaching, no matter how great, how wonderful, how much I know, frankly, it's all going to be a waste. Nobody will remember. Nobody will remember you after 10 years. So I bring to the table a few little things that may help you create that human connect. That's the whole premise of this lecture. So, so I'll just show you what I have in mind, and just keep saying yes, no, so that I don't feel I'm talking to myself. It's already so disastrous, just sitting in a room and talking. And so am I audible? Am I talking to myself? All right. So,
Ma'am, audible.
all right. So, so the minute I do this, I create okay, I'm a teacher and I'm blah, blah, blah and all that. But see, I need this very little, and I'm very convinced about this. I hope this runs, and no, it doesn't. So I'm just going to reload this. It's a very slightly sophisticated software, so sometimes it'll lag a little. Um, so if you'll just give me one second, I'll reload so that I'll get a fresh copy. Um, that's it. If I just made this, no, before I do that, I want to do a little bit. So I've got this now, this, and I've got a little bit of this for you. So it's already there on your chat box. I'm putting it again. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, now we don't.
Okay. I think I was removed. Don't worry. Happens in MBA classes also. Sometimes they feel like behaving like nursery kids. It's okay. Ma'am, I suggest you convert all of them into attendees. I think that will solve your problem. Anyway, so I've just put a little bit of a link, and on your screen, can you see this? Can you just put, so I've asked you, please grade your knowledge of ICT, which is information communication and technologies tools, in a scale of 1 to 10. Can you just put a number, grade yourself, give yourself anything between 1 to 10? 1 to 10. Can you do that? The link is of the,
Ma'am, chat box is not here.
yeah, I can see it.
Yes,
Or,
ma'am, we can see it.
no, okay, just go to answer card. This is, can you see this? I'm again sharing my screen. In case you can't, just go to Answer Garden, put this number 1979912 and just type a number. Any number, give yourself between 1 to 10. Anything that takes over, that you can. And I'm going to keep refreshing it very, very quickly. Okay, great.
Done now.
Yeah, so I've just got a few. More. Okay, there's a 3 also. So there's a lot of 7s. There's an 8. That was me. I was just trying it out. 5. More, please. There are lots of people in the meeting. Don't be lazy. Just wake up. The 116. A few more. Now, whatever I'll do in this class is actually I'm kind of simulating an actual class. By what I'm doing is that I'm actually checking your entry level knowledge into this class. So I have lots of 5s. I've got a 7. I've got an 8. I've got, I think this is a 3 or a 5 or whatever. 6s. So I'm just checking your entry level knowledge. 7. Now this is a word cloud. Your 7s and 6 have become bigger. So very good knowledge. I wouldn't give myself more than 8. So I think you should teach me. Lots of these. Okay, so I've generally got an idea. Okay, this. I'm also going to do a little bit of, I just want to check. Now, these are some entry level checks that I'm doing because accordingly, I'll take my examples and I'll go about. Now, there's another one that I'm doing. It's called a Slido. And are you all going to be teachers? Are you all going to be teachers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
And then there'll be, I mean, some of you will teach at nursery level, some of you will teach at tertiary level, some of you will teach at all kinds of postgraduate levels. So I just want to do a little bit of a check. Again, one more, just to get you going, just to warm you up. So I'm doing this. There is, and can you see it? So this is a Slido. It says which classes do you teach, and you have to go to slido.com, put this number, and I'll start getting these. So this is classes 1 to 5, or 5 to 10, or 10 onwards. Can you do that? That will help me then find out. Can you see that? Hello, say
Yes,
yes.
ma'am. Doing.
Okay. Just put that number and start putting in your, okay. So 5 to 10. Can you see the polls changing? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. Some more. I'll keep it for a couple of minutes, so don't worry. Just put it in, some of you. Okay, 10 onwards. All right. 79. Oh, a large part of you would be on. Okay, so can we just go to that Slido again? Okay, a large part of you is going into 5 to 10. Okay, now uh, just quickly put your numbers.
Ma'am, you are muted.
Are you there, Dr. Anupama? Are you there?
Yes, yes, very much.
We are not able to hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So 80% is between 5 to 10. That's very interesting. So that, I think, the way I have designed the class, I think it's bang on to what the way you are. So now that brings me to now everything that I'm doing in the class is actually a little bit, that's also teaching. So now you see, you've warmed you up. I've given you these polls. I've warmed you up. Now you can't kind of, mute me and go back to sleep. 4 o'clock, good time to sleep. If I were a teacher, I would have checked that I have 116 responses. But I won't bother now. And also I've got the entry level, what is your entry level, so that accordingly I can. So I'm looking at 6, 7s, 5s of entry level, which is good. And most of you are going to teach between 5 to 10, which means that I should look at that level of teaching. So I've got my entry level knowledge, something you can try in your classes. Now I take you back to my presentation. If you see this, if I showed you this, I've immediately created a huge distance. I'm a teacher and you're students and all that. I'm going to show you something which I designed. Again, something which I, took out from that whole lecture. And if I show you this, can you hear the voice?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I still told you all those things that I did. I tell you, I care about gardening. I care about animals. Now that little bit of a video these days, everything's so easy. Because when we go into our classes, we need to introduce ourselves. I'm Dr. This, I'm blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's not such a bad idea to just very quickly make a small introductory video when you're starting your class, just to introduce yourself. So, and the contents, which I'll start immediately for this particular lecture, would be tools of teaching, so there are going to be like 4 large categories. First of all, the communication tools, the building of rapport between your students. How do you keep them engaged? How do you collaborate with them? How you teach, test, feedback, and productivity. So there's going to be these various, subsections to my teaching. And let's start immediately so that we don't waste any time. So the first one, the communication tools, which are obviously the VC or the usual Zoom, Skype, Google, Microsoft Teams. We know about all these. It would probably depend on your company that you're working in. So lots of companies have Zoom as a VC. So we're doing, we at Amity are working with Microsoft Teams. You may be going to a school which may have some other software. So I'm assuming that you're comfortable with Teams, but these are the usual video conferencing. Let me just go back to my presentation. Yeah. So, and let me just minimize it so I can still see you. Yeah. So there are people waiting in the lobby. Can somebody admit them? I'm getting a notification again. All right. So depends on your company. There's a lot of these platforms: Zoom, Skype, Google, Microsoft Teams, etc.
To do is create your class.
The presentation that I have made, it's made on a very sophisticated. I'm not going to go into each of these. They're about 10 minutes videos. You can see all these on your own. I've already shared one PDF with you, which has got these links inbuilt into it. So if you want to see about Google Classroom, just anytime, just click on Google Classroom and you'll get that link. This particular video will open. But just to give you an idea, Google Classroom is so I'll be giving you out nuances of each of these softwares. the initial ones I'll skip because we're all very comfortable with this video conferencing platform. But the Google Classroom comes with, works almost like Teams, the one that we are already doing. It has the same way of conducting classes, doing the grading, adding students, adding teachers. Tell me if, and just to test how much, because people like Dr. Saxena or Dr. Rasna would be very comfortable with Teams. But all of you, all the teachers, budding teachers here, give me one thing that you've noticed a lot in your, or you've really liked as a option in MS Teams or Zoom or any of these video conferencing. Have you all attended? Let me just see. Have you all, just raise your hand. Have you all attended Zoom meetings? Anybody who hasn't attended a Zoom meeting? Neha, Priyanshi, not attended?
No, ma'am, I wanted to answer what I liked about.
Okay, just give me a second. So everybody knows these, right? Zoom and Teams and all those. You know all these,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Right.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so that is why I'm not going to repeat something you already know. I like to bring to the table new things. So give me a couple of things that you really like. So Neha, can we start with you, or Devika? Anyone?
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. I wanted
Hi.
to say that I really like the idea of, ma'am, submission of assignments over the Teams. And, ma'am, it is very easy to submit your assignments over the team, and then you get a feedback also easily.
Neha and I come from absolutely similar mindsets. I just took an assignment over Teams. It's really, really easy. All that you need to do is just put in their points. You get the assignment. You can just correct it, give a feedback, and then export out the results. So okay. Is everybody, if I'm assuming that you know these options, and if you don't, then please stop me and say, ma'am, can you just tell us those, whatever you've been just saying? Do you promise to do that? Ask me questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Yes, ma'am.
sometimes, so because I'm an ID person, I think, okay, this is ABCD for me. For you, maybe, making a lesson plan would be, I mean, I should also know, but, should be ABCD, and you would, when you would explain, you would assume that I know everything, that kind of a scenario. So I don't want that. Please stop me and say, ma'am, can you just repeat what you're saying? So Google Classroom, just like Teams, gives you options to create classes. So this lady will go on till about 10 minutes to explain Google Classroom. I'll give you options. I've brought out nuances of each of these things, and that's it. So number one.
In this tutorial, you're going to learn exactly.
We are used to Teams, right? Because that's what we are using in the Amity. But Zoom itself is also a very powerful platform. Of course, you have to pay for it, but the nuance here is that till 40 minutes, you can do a free Zoom meeting. So in case you're doing a meeting with your class representatives, or you're doing a tutorial or things like that, and there's a bigger advantage, and that advantage is that you don't, it will automatically convert into an MP4 file. So that is one of the advantages I like about Zoom. But again, these are something that you can look at when you are doing. I mean, depending on which platform you have in a company. So again, 40-minute time, if you can just see what's written there. And of course, mostly people have to take a paid version in case you're deciding to use it as on a company level.
Hi everyone, Kevin here today.
No, I'm just going to show for a minute, maybe just for a minute, my Teams ID. And I love this assignment tab. She's absolutely right. That's one of my favorites. See, how convenient is that? These 12 people handed me their assignments, and it shows me returned. If somebody returned late or not returned, it shows me. And then best part is I can export it to Excel. That's it, quickly, as quick. So if I want, and even I can see any of these. So The minute I do a feedback, it shows what feedback. If I want to see the assignment, that's the assignment that Mayank submitted. All that I need to do was scroll like this, put the points, and return. Excellent, excellent feature. Makes my life easy. I've forgotten now what it was to get those nice big copies incorrect, right? So going back, so that's your Teams. Skype.
Hi everyone, in today's video, I wanted to show you.
Very powerful. You may not think about it in a classroom, but very powerful video conferencing. And again, if you're doing on an international level, maybe it'll be a good thing to go into video conferencing. It also interfaces with your phones. Can you just excuse me for just 1 second? I'm alone at home, and this is the flip side of being work from home. There's somebody at the door. I'll come back in 30 seconds. Can you just give me that breather? Sorry for that. So sorry for that. Perils of working at home. All right. So coming back, very powerful. If you want to do your calls, video calls, you can just connect it with your phone. Very good. Now this is where the heart of my whole thing is. That how do I build a rapport? See, the minute I go on this monologue, which I'm doing right now, I've spoken like 15 minutes without stopping with you. I'm sure a whole lot of you have picked up your WhatsApp, lost connect with me. How to get that engagement done? How to make sure that you're listening to me? How to get that connect? How to make sure that you are connected with me? So just a few tools. I find them very, very useful, and I do use them personally. So Google Forms now
need to know
very powerful. Tell me, and I'll tell you, tell me just, and I need a show of hands now. How many people have used Google Forms and how many of you have not? No, so the question is, how many of you have used? There must be more. Right. 16, 17, 113. I must get a big number. Not use Google Forms?
I think so we all used it. All of us have used it because we needed it for ICT tools, for feedback, every single one.
Okay, so let's just stop there. Now, that means Google Forms is something you're comfortable with. What is it? Just a nice way of asking questions, getting feedback. Just see, very nice,
about
very
creating
fluid.
a question. Maybe the
make your questions and so on. Now, why have I included it in building of rapport? Now, because that is one of the things that I suggest to you. Since you're dealing with students of 5 to 10, maybe it would not be a bad idea that you float a Google form right in the beginning. Say, okay, and that is why I said that in the beginning. I don't mind you calling me Anu. I mean, what's in a name? Maybe you could ask those children, get a Google form filled. And what is your name? What is the name you would like to be called? It's a very, very endearing, very few people in the world now call me Anu. With my parents gone, there's hardly anybody left who calls me Anu. So if anybody calls me Anu, it kind of creates a very nice, soft feeling in my heart. So ask them what do they want, what would they want to be called in the class. Ask them to fill. Oh, I have a good idea. Ask them to fill in their hobbies. So next time when you have to take, say, a physics example, say you have to talk about, or somebody says, say, music. So next time you need to talk about sound, you can say, hi, Pranav, why don't you tell me this little sitar that you play? How does it connect with the, the frequency of playing or something? Connect now. Before you start the class, you have this Google form, Google Sheet all ready for you. And their hobbies are right there. So before you class, because how to get them connected? In a class of 113, I don't know who wants to talk to me or who doesn't want to talk to me. Would Afreen be interested in talking to me? What if I call out Aditi and say, Aditi, can you answer this question? A cold call. And Aditi has got a some problem at home, and I'm embarrassing the young student. And when we're talking of 5 to 10, we're talking of very, very soft human beings. So I don't want to embarrass them. What if I find out people who are connected to the particular topic that I'm teaching, and then give them a little message before that? Listen, today I'm going to talk to you. So they've got a little heads up. Or even if you're doing a cold calling, you can connect your questions to what they have filled out initially. So if there is an issue with parents, have you lost somebody in your, this, for example, COVID, you know that this person has to be handled very sensitively. So I know that there is a student in my class who's lost both parents. So now I'm very slow with her. I've red flagged her in my Google Sheet, so that I know that whenever I'm asking questions or giving an assignment, I don't have to touch Shubhi. So those kind of things is what, exactly, Google Forms, but I will, then why should I teach it? Maybe I could give you a little best practice, a little idea as to how it can be used. Going ahead, again, 5 to 10. Very, very interesting. I love.
Hi, my name is Jenna.
So this is a VoiceThread, very cute software. I hope, have you all seen VoiceThread also? As I said, at no point of time will I say that I'm a fountainhead of all knowledge. All of you guys are already teachers and must be great at your work. So very interesting. It gives you, so if I can just show you, this is the one. Can you hear it?
And today I'm going to be showing you how to use VoiceThread in your classroom. VoiceThread is a web-based application that allows you to...
Okay. Now tell me, again, this is a democracy. Tell me, would you want me, because I don't know how comfortable you are, would you want me to run that video and then have a discussion, or would you that you will see the video on your own just to give you the nuance?
Ma'am, actually we are new to this software VoiceThread, but ma'am, a discussion will do, we'll watch the video by ourselves.
Okay, so this is exactly what I had in mind. Great thread, again, great software. Again, you can put a picture and somebody can say something. Again, use it for getting that rapport done. So ask them, maybe, again, I can only give some suggestions. Ask them, okay, find a picture that defines you. So if somebody were to say to me, I would probably find a picture of a dog or a picture of a plant. So ask them, find a picture that defines you. Now, this is interesting, and say something. So, or if you're a language teacher, I think then it becomes very, very easy, because then, if then they're repeating something in French, you know that they're not saying it correctly. So if you look at these, this lady, she used this VoiceThread to show
until you have all of your media. So
she used it as
voice onto it. So here you can see it says slide.
Again, very great way to connect. I think that was a great idea. The minute if I say to Arzu, okay, what are your qualifications, blah, 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 Arzu to disconnect from here immediately. But if I say to a little children, tell me how many people in your family, what are your hobbies? I think I create a bigger connect than what I would if I were to say, okay, Adipa, what are your qualifications, and what have you done, and what are you good at, and all those very, very formal questions. So maybe it's not such a bad idea if I use this and ask the students to give you a nice family tree, put a little voiceover there. Again, a very powerful, creating a rapport. You stop being teacher and students, you start becoming, collaborators to a learning process, which I think would be an ideal way to teach. This I found very good. Okay, now you'd say, ma'am, we're all sitting at home. How do you do that? I mean, and this is COVID time. I mean, ma'am, what are you saying? You can't do this. But what if I mean, how cool is that? What if I get my burger and you get your own burger? And because that is why I made you do that poll. So you're looking at 5 to 10, I mean, people who are in 5 to 10. I mean, they're little children, really, if you think about it. So what if I say, okay, you get your own tiffin, I'll get my own tiffin. We'll all, let's have lunch together. And let the conversation go beyond your, just hardcore physics, chemistry. Have a nice free flowing conversation, gets you connected up, breaks those barriers. And then when you're teaching, they'll be more receptive to you. They'll stop hating you. I mean, you remember, I used to hate my chemistry teacher because I just did not understand anything. But what if that chemistry teacher said, I'm a human being, I like gardening, I love dogs. I mean, these are my hobbies. I'd probably hate her less. I'll stop seeing her as a chemistry teacher and start seeing her as a human being. So these are just suggestions. What I said, you guys are the best teachers around. You are actually teaching, you're learning the pedagogy of teaching. I've also done that, but it's like 20, 30 years ago. And there's a new word which I love. It's called academic discipline. The academic discipline on higher education teachers like us is less. I'm not going to make a politically incorrect statement out here on record, but it is definitely less the people like you who do it at a school level. You are highly disciplined. So just let that go, keep going. Let it be a free flow conversation that's happening. All right. So again, connects, less connected, effortless to build rapport and so that. So just an idea that I'm giving you. Some of them may be infeasible, but whatever. Now, very good.
In this video tutorial.
How many of you, again, don't tell me you know Padlet. I'm sure you do. You're great teachers. So again, I'll tell you how I use it. When there were these COVID times, it was disastrous. So I had students, losing parents. It killed me also. I mean, I just couldn't. So, and then I'm teaching business analytics and modeling. It's such a difficult subject that I study like the entire day to take 1 hour class. And then to topo it on students who, they are being hit by missiles really. So I created this Padlet. It's a nice, so how many of you know Padlet?
Well, we're looking at Padlet. An easy.
All of you? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, we know.
See, this is what I said. This is what I said, that you guys are better than I am. Now, I created this Padlet. So that's why I thought as much that I'm going to go into a class where I'll go into a very disciplined class. And people who will be really aware of all these things. See, I made this little Padlet. And this is not for children. This is for MBA students because I knew that they are handling a lot of problems. And I put, how are you doing? Now, these are just a few, and I deleted some of them. Great way to connect. I know, listen, some of these things that I'm saying may be completely infeasible. You also have got too much of work. I mean, who sits around it and makes Padlets? Tell me. But just that if you get that 1 minute of time, make a Padlet, let them keep putting things on it. Not a bad idea. You'll be surprised what they tell you. Since the time I've opened that communication channel with them and I've said DM to me. I mean, I took DM to me day, night, and there's some word which I picked up from somewhere. And I loved that. And I said, I'm your academic parent because Shubhi, the loss of Shubhi's parents just, shook me out of my mind. And I said, I don't know how to connect with these children who don't have parents anymore. I have lost my mother about 6 months ago. If I say my mother, another 1 minute, I'll start crying right here. And this was a little child who's lost both her parents. So I said, I'm an academic parent and you can DM me day, night. The day I said that, I had lots of these people reaching out to me and saying, ma'am, my mother's in the hospital, ma'am, my mother's undergoing a heart operation. And I felt so fulfilled. Forget my business analytics and modeling. When I could talk to them and they could talk to me. And there was a little child who called me up and said, ma'am, my mother has just had a heart operation. And you're the first person I'm calling up to say that it's been successful. I thought I'd got my mom back. You know, so it's a great way to build rapport. I know some of it, you've got so much syllabus and physics and chemistry. It's crazy. So who does all this? But even if you can do one thing, I don't think it would be a bad idea. Very quickly, so you guys know everything. What will I teach?
Welcome to Slido. In this video,
that Slido, you know Slido? Okay, thank God. You know. Great. Wow, I found one thing that you guys don't know. Slido is just another fancy way of. Do you know Answer Garden, the one I used in the beginning? No, ma'am. Okay, great. I love that. It's a nice, simple, you know, just say Hindi mein kehte hain sasta tikau. So this is an Answer Garden. Thank God there's something you guys don't know. So this is very sasta tikau software. It's like this. All that I will do is press this plus. I can put any so, and I say, are you enjoying? That's it. I can create it right now. And I put it here. And I've got it. I put the link right here. And right there, sasta tikau, no mess, just like that. I've got it in your.
It's like a direct poll only, no?
Yeah, there's so many. So this is nice. It's a nice word cloud. Remember we made this word cloud. So you know what a word cloud is, right? When lots of these. So for example, initially we had made this, which I have now switched it off. But now just type yes, no, something. So so this will keep coming. You'll start getting that word cloud. I told you it's a very sasta tikau. I make it right there in the class and it's right there. And it's a very good way of breaking the ice, getting feedback, whatever. Yes, very much. So see, I mean, the more responses I will get, the more it'll build up. So very nice sasta tikau. I can do it right there. But this Slido is slightly more fancy. So if I see how comfortable are you with ICT, give yourself a grade, which classes do you teach? I've done that. So I do an ad poll and anything that you say. This is slido.com. It's a slightly snazzier than my sasta tikau Answer Garden, which I use for my thaka hua MBA students because they don't want to learn. They say, I'm a naukri dila do. That's the only thing that they say. So I just use the sasta tikau for my thaka hua MBA student. But you guys sitting with more enthusiastic children, you can do something more snazzy. So this slido.com, very snazzy. So anything that you want to ask, are you enjoying? So, and you can create whatever. And you can even, either it can be a multiple choice, it could be a word cloud, it could be rating. And I just say save and I launch. And that's it. Now just do this and you see it will start building up. So go to Slido, go to this number, and this whole thing will start building up. So nice, snazzy, slightly more snazzy than my sasta tikau Answer Garden, right? Are you putting something there? Is somebody something? Yeah. Oh, great. I've got a see. So nice, snazzy. It kind of you start. Why sasta tikau Answer Garden, but slightly with a better look, really. I think it's gone to the parlor and got itself done, maybe. Okay, so see, so I'm already getting. Can you see that? So that's my score. I'll immediately know, right? Oh, see. So can you see? Is the screen visible to you? See, it's already giving me poll. So great. All those fancy or complex So instead of these complex tools which we use sometimes for feedback, this one would be a not bad one, just right there and then. Another very important, since you're going to be teachers and you'll be calling guest lectures or, there's this very powerful feature not available on my Slido because it's not a paid version and it's a very Sasta Tikau software. There is this one which lets you ask, can you see this? Lets you ask questions in a meeting. I find this a very useful feature. So that way you can moderate as a moderator that, sometimes children may put something that you don't want your guest lecturer to kind of see. So you can moderate those questions. So go to slido.com. Again, just a reminder. So I'll do it right now, actually. It's there because I think this is your school team. I'm sure Dr. Rasna has already shared it with you, but notes teaching with, so this is notes that I made. It's a clickable thing. So any video that you want to see, just click on it and you'll get these videos that are there on my software. My software is Canva. It's very difficult to share. I'm still working out an option where I can convert it into a video. Once I do, I'll share it with you. But till then, those clickable things. So very nice. Again, this word cloud. And how are you doing? So that's my Padlet. I can finish it off. And see, it's already working. Slido.com. And it's giving me the score, etc. And so that's it. And
today I'm going to introduce you to Bamboozle.
Interesting. That's why I asked you. One very important reason why I asked you which classes are you teaching, because things like this, Bamboozle, etc., probably would be for smaller classes. But even bigger classes, especially things like mine, even in MBA, there's gamification that is being encouraged. Gamification, and so I'm writing what I'm saying right now. Gamification is converting, a kind of a team exercise maybe. So gamification or simulation. I'll tell you what that. I'm sure you know it, but. For example, I'll just give you an MBA example. So two teams are given their, what is that called? Balance sheets. And a whole lot of information. And then the teams work out amongst themselves, which company is it? So it's an opposite. It's not like the company is given and then work on the worksheet. On the, what is that called? The balance sheet. Instead, the balance sheet is given and they work out which company are they be talking about. So for example, the Reliance, one team is given the Reliance balance sheet and one team. So I'm talking in terms of MBA, but I'm sure these kind of gamifications can be done in terms of lower classes also. And that is why, since you had a lot of people who are going to teach at lower levels, Bamboozle won't be a bad idea. When are those days when the students are just not responding, are bored, and it's not listening to you, well, this is not a bad idea at all. So this is a nice game. And I've checked. So this is games for little children, really. But I have checked. I could have found an ICT tool also. For ICT also. So probably couldn't be for 11, 12. But till class 10, I'm sure you'll be able. It's a very simple Sasta Tikau. Just you can either play it in teams or you can play it, it can be a study mode. You can give a homework. So very nice. If I'll just play.
Study mode is great for having students review individually or with a partner
all that
the content that you want them to practice. So what is the state small mammal? Is it the Roadrunner? I'm going to click check after I come up with an answer. Oh, it's the armadillo. I got it wrong. I'm going to click oops.
Marking going on.
Who was London B. Johnson?
Really, you asked me for keeping, when they're little ones and they're getting bored, it's raining outside, they're just not listening to you. Not a bad idea. It's going to wake up students. Believe me, it'll wake them up. And one more, let me do. I saw this.
Hi, my name is Holly Jackson.
Very good. So how many of you, a blackboard, I think, is the most important tool of a teacher, really. And now we'll call it the whiteboard. Blackboard ka din mere zamane mein tha. You guys are whiteboard guys. And now we've gone even a step further. The team's whiteboard is really, really thaka hua. It has no features. there's absolutely nothing you can do on it. I mean, even the writing is messed up, you know. But this one, I checked this up. I couldn't install it. It's a very nice whiteboard, and you can convert it into a PDF, into JPG. You can share it amongst your students. And what I like most, and that is why I asked you your standards, is because of this. It gives you all kinds of.
You can make multiple pages. You can just kind of.
So if these posted, you can collab.
You have
this one.
There's your.
So I'm sure there are a few maths teachers, etc. If you want those grids and all that, it even has that. So great. I mean, I loved it. It was a nice fluidity. I mean, with a lot. And best part was it can be saved, so you can share it as you can go along. So it's not that. And I'm just going to finish. That's what I had planned anyway. And I'm going to come for tools for collaboration, which is for next time. And I'm going to take a breather. So that's.
Hi, my name is Holly.
And I'm going to just stop sharing everything. And I think you can see my Paytm bill here. Let me just stop sharing everything. And that's it from my side. So I hope you enjoyed the session. Please feel free to reach out to me. I mean, if I could be of any help in any which way. I can't call myself a parent to you. You're much older than that. But if I could be of help, it'll be my pleasure and absolute honor. You guys are much more academically disciplined. You know the pedagogy. You are much better teachers than I am, I'm sure. But having said that, if there's some best practice I can bring to you, bring some new flavor on the table, it'll be my pleasure and honor. My name, etc. you've already got. See, I hate this. It's so slow and cumbersome. So you know my name. You can call me by anything that you want. I see there's already an Anupama here in the class. My father named me after, because I don't think he saw the movie. I think he liked the meaning of the name. And I'm at anupama@amity.edu. Please feel free to mail me. And I'm also at this number. DM me. If I don't pick up your call, don't think I'm avoiding a call. It's just maybe I'm in a class. I'll always call you back. I'm very, very particular about communication. So that's my number. If nothing, I'll just say, I'll send you a nice, I've got all these emojis of namaste and clapping and all, and the virtual hugs and everything. I'll send you that, if nothing else. So it was my absolute pleasure to take this class. It's so different and so refreshing that analytics that I teach. It kills me absolutely. And thank you so much. And I hand it over back to, what a lovely heart, to ma'am, whoever likes to take over. Thank you so much. So many lovely hearts. Thank you. Thank you so
much, Dr. Anupama. I believe that all the students have really enjoyed the.
My pleasure.
You can see the claps.
My pleasure. Absolute pleasure. I was really scared because these are teachers and.
It's very, very nice and refreshing.
It's my pleasure. It's a great change of flavor. Thank God I'm not teaching those analytics. It is so dry and dumb.
We will see you in next session on.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, and now I know. I look forward to it, Dr. Saxena, and also. So actually, as you know, that I planned it as a workshop, as a half-day workshop. But now, since we all have a paucity of time, so I don't know how much I'll be able to cover next time. But I assume that these guys are nice and bright. They'll be able to do it. Again, I'll do my best. The resources already, and there's somebody wanting to join the class now. So I think we'll just let her be. So, all right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Have a great evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.